Dear students, now we are talking of the applications of op-amp. In the previous session, we talked of DC and AC amplifiers. Today, we will be talking of summing amplifier, scaling amplifier, averaging amplifier and subtractor. These are the resources used. So, in this session, we will be talking of inverting, non-inverting and differential configurations that are useful in applications such as summing, scaling, averaging amplifier as well as a subtractor. So, firstly we will take up inverting configuration. So, the figure shows inverting configuration where the three inputs VA, VB and Vc are connected to the negative terminal of the op-amp. So, depending upon the relationship between RF and the input resistors RA, RB and RC, the circuit can be used as a summing, scaling or averaging amplifier. So, the functioning of this circuit can be verified by examining the expression of output voltage VO, which can be obtained from Kirchhoff's current equation at node V2. So, here the input currents are current IA through resistance RA, IB through resistance RB and IC through resistance RC. They are added and the outflowing current are IB, that is the bias current, and the feedback current IF. So, we can write IA plus IB plus IC, that is the incoming current is equal to the outgoing current IB plus IF. So, we know that the input resistance Ri of op-amp as well as the open loop gain A, they are ideally infinite. That will make IB equal to 0. Moreover, VID is equal to 0, that makes V1 equal to V2 equal to 0 volt. So, V1 is grounded and V2 is virtual ground. So, therefore, that is nearly equal to 0 volt. This makes IA which is equal to VA upon RA plus IB which is equal to VB upon RB plus IC which is equal to VC upon RC equal to minus VO by RF, where IB is 0. So, this makes VO output voltage equal to minus in bracket RF by RA into VA plus RF by RB into VB plus RF by RC into VC, taking RB. So, in this circuit, if we make the resistance RA equal to RB equal to RC equal to R, then the voltage, output voltage VO becomes minus RF by R in bracket VA plus VB plus VC. So, this means the output voltage is equal to the negative sum of all the inputs times the gain of the circuit RF by R. Hence, this circuit is called a summing amplifier. Obviously, when the gain of the circuit is 1, that means RA equal to RB equal to RC is equal to RF. The output voltage is equal to the negative sum of all input voltage. So VO becomes minus VA plus VB plus VC. So here you can also see a offset minimizing resistance ROM, which is nothing but RA in parallel with RB in parallel with RC in parallel with RF. So here we are talking of inverting configuration, and we'll take up the special case as scaling or weighted amplifier. If each input voltage is amplified a different factor, or you can say weighted differently, then the circuit is called scaling or weighted amplifier. This condition can be accomplished if RA, RB and RC are having different values. The output voltage of scaling amplifier then VO will be equal to minus of in bracket RF by RA into VA, RF by RB into VB plus RF by RC into VC, where RF by RA should not be equal to RF by RB, should not be equal to RF by RC. Now, if in case they are equal, that will again become a summing amplifier, but we are trying to make it a scaling or weighted amplifier. Next one is the averaging circuit. So in this, the output voltage is equal to the average of all the input voltages. This is accomplished by using all input resistors of equal value, RA equal to RB equal to RC equal to R. In addition, the gain by which each input is amplified must be equal to 1 by the number of inputs, that is RF by R should be equal to 1 by N, where N is the number of inputs. Now in this case there are 3 inputs, so we want RF by R equal to 1 by 3. So V0 should become minus of VA plus VB plus VC by 3. So this will make an averaging amplifier. So RF by R we made it as 1 by 3. So this becomes averaging amplifier. So remember, in the previous applications, VA, VB, VC could either be an AC or a DC voltage. These circuits are commonly used in analog computers and audio mixers, in which a number of inputs is added up to produce a desired output. So in the figure above, as already told, ROM is the offset minimizing resistor, and this is used to minimize the effect of input bias current on the output offset voltage. However, to reduce the output offset voltage to 0, the output voltage compensating network must be used, and especially in the case of DC voltages, this voltage compensating network should be used. Now, if the input voltage source and resistors are connected to the non-inverting terminal, that is the positive terminal here, the circuit can be used either as summing or averaging amplifier through selection of appropriate values of R1 and RF. To verify the functions of this circuit, the expressions of output voltage V0 must be obtained. We know that the input resistance RIF of non-inverting amplifier is very large. Therefore, using the superposition theorem, we can calculate the value at V1 for non-inverting amplifier. Now at node V1, VA voltage, because of VA, that is VA and R. When we talk of superposition theorem, we will be talking of other two voltages, VB and VC, connected to ground. So this will make R connected to this terminal V1 and a resistance R by 2 also connected to ground. So because of VA, the voltage at point V1 is R by 2 over R plus R by 2 into VA by calculating this as a voltage divider. Similarly, because of VB, this becomes R by 2 over R plus R by 2 into VB, and because of VC, it will become R by 2 over R plus R by 2 into VC. So by solving the above equation, the voltage at V1, it becomes VA by 3 plus VB by 3 plus VC by 3, that is VA plus VB plus VC by 3. The total output voltage V0 will become 1 plus RF by R1 there into VA plus VB plus VC by 3. So using 3 inputs. Now the output voltage, as already discussed, is 1 plus RF by R1 into V1, and that is 1 plus RF by R1 into VA plus VB plus VC by 3. Now if we want this as an averaging amplifier, the output voltage is equal to the average of all input voltage times the gain of circuit, that is 1 plus RF by R1, because of non-inverting configuration. So depending upon the requirement, the gain can be set to a specific value. Obviously, if the gain is 1, the output voltage will be equal to the average of all the input voltages. This is the basic difference between the averaging amplifier of the inverting configuration. So, no sign change or phase reversal occurs between the average of inputs and outputs. That was the case with inverting configuration. The non-inverting input voltage V1 is the average of all inputs, whereas in the inverting averaging amplifier, the output is average of all inputs with a negative sign. So a close examination of this equation reveals that if the gain 1 over RF by R1 is equal to the number of inputs, then the output voltage becomes sum of all inputs. That is, in case of 3 inputs, if we make 1 over RF by R1 equal to 3, then V out is equal to VA plus VB plus VC. Hence, the circuit is also called non-inverting summing amplifier. So when the circuit in the figure above is used as an average or summing amplifier, the offset null circuitry or an offset null compensating networks improves its accuracy further. So using a basic differential op-amp configuration, a subtractor and summing amplifier may be constructed. Firstly, we will talk of subtractor. So this is a configuration of basic differential amplifier, and this can be used as subtractor. In this figure, the input can be scaled to the desired value by selecting appropriate values of the resistors, and when this is done, this can be referred to as scaling amplifier. However, in this figure, all resistors are equal in value, so the gain of amplifier is 1. So from this figure, the output voltage of differential amplifier with gain 1 is Vout is equal to minus R by R into VA minus VB. So this will become output voltage is equal to VB minus VA, which can be seen from the figure. So this is a subtractor by using basic differential amplifier. We will be talking of differential configuration and its use as summing amplifier. For a 4-input summing amplifier construction using the basic differential amplifier, we need 2 additional input sources, and they are to be connected one each to the inverting and non-inverting input terminals through resistor R. The output voltage equation for this circuit can be obtained by using superposition theorem, which means that to find the output voltage due to VA alone, we have to reduce all other input voltages VB, VC and VD to 0. So this is summing amplifier using differential configuration. Now, as discussed, if we want to consider the output because of VA alone, we need to ground VB, VC and VD. Now V2 is at virtual ground, therefore VOA, that is the output voltage because of A, will be minus R by R into VA, that will become minus VA. Similarly, the output because of the input VB will be VOB equal to minus VB. Now, because of VC, we have to set VA, VB and VD equal to 0. Now, the circuit will become a non-inverting amplifier and the output voltage will be because of VC. Now, firstly, we want to find the voltage V1, that will be R by 2 over R plus R by 2 into VC, that will become VC by 3. So this means the output voltage due to VC alone is VOC equal to 1 plus RF by R1 into V1. So here RF is equal to R and R1 equal to R by 2. So this becomes 1 plus R over R by 2 into V1. So V1 is VC here. So while calculating this, it becomes 3 into VC by 3, which is equal to VC. So the output voltage due to the input voltage VD alone, VOD, is equal to VD. Using superposition theorem, the overall output voltage due to all 4 input voltages is given by VO equal to VOA plus VOB plus VOC plus VOD. So this becomes VO equal to minus VA minus VB plus VC plus VD. This is how, by using differential configuration, we can have a summing amplifier. So in this particular session we talked about summing, scaling, averaging and subtractor. Next we will take up other applications of op amps.